Welcome to the Life's Necessities and Luxuries radio show. Today our host, Dawn Marie Mutel, your life's commodities broker, will bring you fashion, beauty tips, business acumen, teach you where to find the life's greatest necessities and the finest luxuries. Now, here's Dawn.
Well, I originally started out with a how do you handle stress episode, but then I happen to have had a stressful moment in time, so I added the two podcasts together, so it's going to be a little bit mixed up in here today, but I hope it covers what I'm trying to relay, and I hope you stay stress-free. Love you guys. Enjoy. Hey, it's Dawn Marie Mutel. Welcome to another episode of Life's Necessities and Luxuries. I'm sitting out here at the pool working at the office today, and I have to say I have a couple of questions for myself, but I thought I would relay them to you for you to think about them as well. One of them is, how do you feel when you're under pressure? Do you handle it well? Do you get all flustered? Do you start yelling, cursing? Do you get in a bad mood? Or are you able to just kind of take a breath, figure out step by step how you're going to get something done, and take control over the situation? As a meeting and event planner, I come across a lot of different things where things just don't go right, and you're in the middle of a conference or an event or what have you, and this one major thing could be happening that could just like mess up the whole entire event. And I've learned how to quickly resolve issues and not stress out. Even though inside I may be stressing out, I don't want to show everybody else that I'm stressing out, so I just kind of take it easy, figure out what I can do to rectify the situation and get it resolved as quickly as possible. For instance, one time when I was setting up the offices for the Stanley Cup Finals when I worked for the National Hockey League, I actually had to go out to the different hotels in advance of the games and set up our offices so that the broadcasting department would have computers to work on and what have you, because we also had 400 guests that we invited and cable right holders that would come in for their credentials, and it was just a really crazy thing. And I would, box up all this different swag that we had shipped over there, et cetera, et cetera. So one time I get there, I think it was in Dallas, and I get to the hotel. It's a Sunday. I have all the computers set up, and then all of a sudden the network isn't working. Now, we can't have the internet and you can't have email without your internet working. So, of course, it was a Sunday, and I had to get it working because people were going to show up for work at 7 a.m. on Monday. And, of course, here I am stressing out, but I was actually able to hire somebody to get them in and take care of the situation. And another time I set up an office and the Xerox machine wasn't working, and we had to make copies of everything that we were handing out, and that was definitely not a good thing. So how do you handle pressure? Are you able to really think about these things? Because sometimes just being able to take a deep breath while while it's going crazy, the chaos is happening around you, is the best thing that you can do. And if sometimes you may just need to step away into a restroom and scream into a pillow or something just to get it out of your system, but to show that you are in control, especially when you're in an office environment and you have people watching your every move. You don't want to be cursing or, using foul language in an office space, because that's just not professional. And even when you have children, you don't want to start saying some really foul language around your kids. So find ways that you can compartmentalize things when you're under stress and say, okay, well, I can take care of this right now. Some things you just can't handle, and some things we're just going to have to let it roll, and that's just going to be the way the ball bounces on that. But for the things that you can, just really think about how you can make the difference. What do you do when you get a blowout in your tire? You pull off the road, and if you're lucky enough, like I just happened to get tonight, I got this little office park where there's a lot of trees, and so I decided, why not do a podcast? But seriously, don't stress out when things like this happen, right? You got to keep you calm, stay cool, collected, and use the time to do something fun or do something that you've been wanting to do that you haven't had time to do. So if you want to file your nails, do your nail filing if you have one on you. I'm going to do a podcast because I just thought, hey, I'm not going to let this upset me. I don't know. I've never seen a tire actually do what my tire did today. And it's really freaky looking because there's actually a hole in it on one side and then it's just destroyed on the other. I didn't feel me hitting any bumps or anything in particular. I just don't know how it happened. And these are pretty new tires, so I'm a little bit pissed off that they are new tires. And well, you know, it is what it is, right? So what should we talk about? Okay, how not to stress out when you're under pressure. So as I said, use it to your advantage. Of course, it's about to rain and I hear thunder going, but thankfully I have a car to sit in while I wait for AAA to come and get me. That's a beautiful thing. My boyfriend's also going to be coming down to help me and assist. And I just hope that I can get to the place to get my tire changed in time before they close for the day. And if I can, that would be spectacular. So you may hear some thunder rolling, you may hear some cars zipping by, but hopefully maybe you'll get to hear a bird chirp. So far, I don't hear any. I did see a butterfly, but that was about the extent of it. I'm just psyched that I have something pretty to look at and that I wasn't on the highway when this tire blew out. So let's see. What do we have on the agenda? Let's see. Well, for starters, how do you stay calm under pressure? Well, the first thing is we just got to take a deep breath in and out, relax. Try not to stress out because stress isn't really going to help you. It's just going to hurt you. And in the end, it's going to hurt your health as well. So it's super important to stay very calm and figure out what needs to be done. Thankfully, I have a car with a bag that's full of my work to do. So I have no shortage of things to do. And I'm just trying, as I said, to remain very, very still and very calm and know that this too shall pass. Well, I'm glad it's not wintertime where if I was in New York and I've had my cars break down in the middle of no man's land in horrible weather where there's ice and sleet and snow around me and things are freezing up on my car and you sit there and you're trying to change a tire but you can't even get the lug nuts off because they're frozen onto your car, which is a real pain in the butt. If anyone knows what that's like, it's not fun. But I'm just glad that it's, okay, it may rain, but it's warm and it's not extremely sunny, so it's not, brutally hot. And I'm just chilling out. So how's your summer going? I hope it's going really well. And I hope you're having fun. And I hope that you're getting to do a lot of good things before the season's over because it is speeding by. Last weekend, we actually went to the beach, which was quite fun and got to go in the ocean, which I haven't been in probably since October, and we're in the middle of July. So it's been a while since I actually got into the Gulf and got a good swim. If you go to the beach, do you prefer lakes or ponds or swimming pools? A lot of people don't like the beach because of the sand, but I just say, go for it and enjoy the ocean because the salt water has a lot of great benefits. I just got a text telling me that I have a webinar coming up in 30 minutes, which I don't think I'm going to be able to get. So that's hopefully they give a replay and I'll catch you later. That's the way it rolls, right? Go with the flow. Anyway, thanks for listening to me rant on about staying calm. I hope you guys stay calm during any pressure moments you may face because it's a lot easier when you can handle it stress-free than being stressed out. Yes? So hang in there, take some deep breaths, and remember, this too shall pass. All right, if you like this episode, please share it with someone who thinks may be of use to them. I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and stop at www.lifesnecessitiesandluxuries.com and pick up your copy of your ultimate free travel packing list so that you will never leave another thing behind. All right, remember to live happily, lovingly, peacefully, successfully, necessarily, and luxuriously. Until the next time, namaste.
If you like what you hear, tell someone. If you like what you hear, be a dear and pass it on. Don't forget to stop at our website www.lifesnecessitiesandluxuries.com for more tips, tricks, tutorials to live a very necessary and luxurious life.